Hi y'all, it's Nadia Learner for Hassle Free Hair, and today I am reviewing moisturizers. So I am over 45 and I have very dry skin. It is also sensitive. So what I have learned is that I need a lot of different kinds of moisturizers and serums in order to keep my skin hydrated, to encourage cell renewal, and to plump it up a bit, because I do have fine lines. Not a lot, but I do. So what I like to do is I like to use the Ordinary, whether it be the marilla oil or the rosehip oil or the argan oil. Each of those oils will help somebody with dry skin like I have. I sometimes have dehydrated skin, but that's only if I have really not been drinking water, which I have been lately because I suffer from a bad knee. So, so that I don't have to walk to the bathroom too often, I have not been drinking as much water as I usually do for the past couple of weeks. But now that it's getting better, I've been back to my 1 to 2 liters a day. So what I do is I use the argan oil with tea tree when I'm having a skin breakout, which sometimes happens around that time of the month. You know what I'm talking about, ladies. Or I suffer from a salivatory gland issue where they become inflamed. So I will use the tea tree oil in argan oil to help with that, because tea tree has a tendency to dry the skin. The argan oil will then hydrate. So they sort of work very nicely in unison with each other. And that helps to bring down the swelling in my face. It's actually quite amazing how it does that. Anywho, that's when I'll use that. And what I like to do is, where is it? Now, the Ordinary carries the argan oil for $10. I think that's great. I'm using up my Jose Moran argan oil, which runs for I think about $60 for 60 ml. This one is the one that acts as a primer as well. It has some iridescence to it, so it's marketed as a priming oil. But I'll put the tea tree oil in here, apply it to my face, apply my moisturizer, apply my sunscreen, or apply my prime. Now I apply my sunscreen, and I'll get to that in a minute. But I put this on underneath my moisturizer. Now, some people will say that it's best to put on your oil on top of your moisturizer because it tends to lock it in. But the moisturizer that I use has a lot of hyaluronic acid in it. So hyaluronic acid's purpose is that it locks moisture into the skin. That's its main purpose. So because the moisturizer I use does that, I like to put the oil in, because the oil that I normally use on an everyday basis, I go between the rosehip oil and the marilla oil. Now, the rosehip oil is very good for hyperpigmentation because it encourages cell renewal, and rosehip oil is healing to the skin. What I do is I add lavender and frankincense to this oil. This oil is from the Ordinary, runs for $10, and then the oils that I use are from doTERRA, and they will run about for the frankincense it's about $77, and then for the lavender I think it runs about $27 or $30 or something like that. But you know, you use what you think is best for you, but I like doTERRA products, so I've been using that, and I add about 12 drops of each into this product here, into the rosehip oil, and then I apply that to my face both morning and night before my moisturizers. Now, marilla oil, I hope I'm saying that right, is a non-greasy oil that is very good at acting as a carrier, and it helps to carry the lavender and the frankincense deep down into the cells. And so whatever nutrients you want to put into marilla oil, it is an excellent carrier for carrying it down into your cells. So that's why that oil tends to be very expensive, more expensive I think than the rosehip oil, but both of them do help with cell renewal. And adding your different healing oils or nutrients to your oil, you're sort of making your own serum, as it were. So that's what I do. That's the that first part after I've washed my face and I've toned. Then the next thing I do is as I apply a balm to my face. So the balm that I am using right now is from, where is that? I just ran out of it. Oh yeah, here we go. It is the Lipicar from La Roche-Posay. They're from France. And this balm runs for about $29 Canadian. You can buy it at any Shoppers Drug Mart. And it is very good. You can use it on children, babies, adults. It's for skin that is extremely dry, which my skin is, and that is very sensitive. And so what happens is this, you put this on, it helps if you're having skin is irritated, it helps to calm it down. The thing about this product is that many dermatologists will tell you to, if you have eczema, you can put this on, is to put on a moisturizer on top of it. So this is what I use after my oil. And then after my oil, I put on my moisturizer. Currently, I'm using this product from New Skin. And you know I love my New Skin Lumi Spa. That thing's off the hook. And if you haven't watched my video on cleansing, you should do that. It's very informative. I will give myself that. It was very informative. Anyway, this moisturizer here has hyaluronic acid in it. So it helps to lock everything in and keep the skin moisturized for a long period of time. So I do this it's the same routine I do in the morning and in the evening. Now, if you have a moisturizer that you love and you don't really want to replace it with a moisturizer just because you just want to access hyaluronic acid, you can always purchase hyaluronic acid from The Ordinary. It runs about, I think it also runs about $10. And do I have it here? I think I do. No, that's my marilla oil. Didn't have. I think it's this one. Nope, that's the primer. Anyways, I do have it. Anyways, it's the hyaluronic acid that from The Ordinary, and you can drop a few drops into your favorite moisturizer and enhance your moisturizer that way. So that's the good thing about that. The thing about oils is that when you're working with essential oils, it's important that whatever container they go in should be appropriate to them. So this is in a glass bottle, so it's cool that I put my essential oils in it. But if you wanted to add a hyaluronic acid to your moisturizer and it comes in just a plastic bottle and not in a glass bottle or a bottle or a container that's made for oils, then that's an issue. It starts to break down in a way that it becomes ineffective. So if you want to add it to your moisturizer, and your moisturizer comes in just one of these ordinary sort of plastic containers, what I suggest is that you take a bit of your moisturizer, apply it, and then put a drop of your whatever oil you want to use, and then apply it to your skin instead of applying it to the actual inside of the product, because this is not made to have essential oils in it. So that's a little tidbit that you should be aware of. you want to get the most effectiveness out of the products that you're using. So it's best to use them appropriately. But anyways, so that's my skincare routine, and I do that as I said, in the morning and in the night. So because I am so dry, and I find that that has really changed my skin. I used to go to my dermatologist and I'd be like, is my skin moisturized now? And she's like, no, it's still dry. And I'm like, huh? Like, I was using really expensive products. Like, I was using like Josie Moran's moisturizer. It's like $50, and it's made with argan oil. Argan oil. Oh, by the way, argan oil is very good if you're a combination or oily skin. Argan oil is a really good oil to have because it contains omega 9 and omega 6, which people with oily skin tend to not have. So that's actually a good oil to have to create a serum with, to replenish the oils, the necessary oils in your skin if you are oily or combination. So that's something I learned along the way, but I am dry, so you know, I can use all of these oils and then some. Anywho, so that is my moisturizing routine. And again, I do that in the morning and the night. Now, I've been experimenting lately with, I got this from Sephora, part of those little packs. You find them at the end of when you're going through the checkout, and of course they have all these stuff there for you to buy more. Like, I don't already buy enough already. Anywho, this is from Laneige. I think it's a Korean company, I understand. I could be wrong. Anyways, it's their water sleeping mask. So you put it on. So what I've been doing at night is I've been putting this on, and then in the morning they say to just wash it off. So I've been trying that. This is the only new thing that I've been trying in my skincare routine. Only because it came with, I really wanted to try this lip sleeping mask because my lips during the summer get really dry, and I suffer from a lot of allergies, so sometimes my lips get affected by it. So it's always nice to, I put different balms on my lips, but I've really heard great things about this one. So I want to try it. Normally it runs for $24, but I thought, before I invest $24 in it, I bought this little set for $13. And so this has been nice. I won't buy it again. Like, it's not something that I would buy again, but it's been nice. I've been using it for a couple of days now. This I have really liked, and I am considering investing in this one. But I've only been using it for 2 days, so I'm going to give it another couple of weeks before I make a verdict on that. A lot of times I have to use products for some time, at least over a course of 2 months, because I have health issues. You know, your hormones go up and down. I want to know how these products behave in all kinds of stormy weathers, you know what I'm saying, in good times and in bad, before I walk down the aisle with them. So the skincare routine that I've talked about, I've been doing for some time, at least for the last, I want to say 6 months. I've been doing that. So it's been good. And I found that I've now gone back to my dermatologist, and she's like, I asked her, is my skin hydrated now? Yeah, it hydrated. So anyways, that is my review. I hope this was helpful to those of you who are over 40 and have, you know, issues with dry skin, that this was somewhat helpful. And again, I mean, there's lots of different oil companies out there, more expensive, less expensive. You have to do your own research in regards to, you know, what you think is the best from your own perspective and your own needs. And you know, what's your price point? Like, what are you willing to spend on that? So there you have that. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you watch again. If you like this video, please push like and subscribe to my channel. And once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time in my next review. Take care. Bye.